decide to read, of course, then we don't have any problem. But if we decide that we should read, we will always face this problem. But it evolves, as I said. So another strategy that I can suggest as a strategy is you write a paper the way you want, whatever you have read so far and so on. But if you are not sure whether, if you are not sure whether you have read enough and you have written and considered everything, you write up a paper and write a few points and submit it to a very well-known conference. So conference or a journal is well known because their review process is very strong. Okay, so the reviewers will write huge. So if you write to some very nice conferences, the review will be usually, the 3-4 people will review. So those 3-4 people will typically write a review as long as your paper. Yeah. So, and they will say, you have not read this, you have not done that, you have done this. Fantastic feedback for you. So even if the paper is rejected, doesn't matter. You got all this feedback suddenly, which you wouldn't, and actually, so that's why when he said criticism are not supposed, so this is the constructive part of this whole peer review process, and that is what actually gives strength to it. So while as I will not recommend that, I certainly recommend that you do your background study sufficiently before you submit a paper. But sometimes, you just lost and you have no idea what to look for and where to look for. And that's where this peer review process also helps. But that is exactly what the RPC is supposed to do, by the way, for the PhDs anyway. So there will be a research program committee, which means basically there will be a committee of 4 or 5 people who will from on a yearly basis guide the PhD person to do such things. So, and that is their responsibility. They may expand your works. Well, that's this, before you so that's the point that he was making, that research. So there is one definition of research. Once I was attending my humanities course on research methods. The first day the professor stood up and tried to define research. So he said that research is knowing more and more about less and less. Okay, so and then if you continue this process of knowing more and more about less and less, and eventually you know everything about nothing. No, he didn't say that. Yeah, but that's the idea. That is, typically, traditionally, let me put it this way, research has been this knowing more and more about less and less. But I believe, and I can see that change even in other disciplines, but I believe in design, it is not like that. Design is a horizontal discipline. And we go in many directions, and therefore we tend to we need to cover more bases, and this problem is therefore more likely to happen for us. But even in other disciplines which have been looking at knowing